I'm Craig Hendry. I've got to Greene County, Indiana, to the courthouse in Greene County, Indiana, where we will be going. I have got a preliminary court date, which is basically an arraignment hearing. And in that court hearing, they are going to read me my charges and ask me if I understand them. I don't want anybody to be wondering what these charges are about. So if you haven't seen the videos of me making a speech at a city hall meeting and then getting charged with it, that's what this is about, as well as the charge where the cop gets out his meter stick and he begins measuring the distance between me and his cruiser. That's the other charge about this. So we're really dealing with a system here that at any expense, you know, the expense of their honor, the expense of their pride, they are looking to persecute me. And that's where we are on our way right now. So when we get to the courthouse, we're going to step out, we're going to do a little reporting. We might even take a look around the inside of the courthouse just to give you guys an idea of where we are going. So, but on top of that, I wanted to give another update. And this is going to be elaborated more in the next live stream that I do, is that on May 1st, 2024, so is it 2 days from that? We got, so today's Monday. On Wednesday, I have got a jury trial, the likes of which will not be getting set back any farther. This is the last date, I'm told. That's what the judge told me. So we've got a jury trial that we're going to be going to on Wednesday. And that is going to be where Mr. Foreman, the DUI guy, is going to be representing me in that case. But for today, we're focused on Greene County, Indiana. You know, people can maybe put whatever they want to in the comment section. But ultimately, what happened in this case is, I said to a city council that police officers had broken into my residence when I wasn't there. I then said I came back home later and that the police came back later as well. They apprehended me and they took me to the jail, right, to a jail. And the chief of police had a huge fit about this. He went back to the police department and wrote up a 5-page affidavit about my speech. And he was basically trying to convert my speech into a crime. Well, what happened is I went, or those charges went to the prosecutor down here in Bloomfield, Indiana, which is still Greene County, right? That's where the Greene County courthouse is. And we basically, the prosecutor agreed. The prosecutor had me charged with a Class B misdemeanor, false informing. They said that I false informed on them, and they're claiming that they never broke into my house. Well, the reason they're claiming that is they didn't have a warrant, right? I don't think they had a reason. I don't think they definitely didn't have exigent circumstances. But we have an eyewitness that says he saw what they did. Right, and also my door was broken open. There was nothing stolen from the inside of it. So I mean, people can just make their own decisions. When your door is broken open and there's nothing missing, usually your house wasn't broken into by common thieves, right? They're broken into by government thieves, right? People who steal through official means instead of through less desirable means, according to a lot of the population. So that's what we're going to court for today. Now, I don't know, do we have the chat available in here?
I see the chat pop up.
Can we see? Yeah. Maybe we could get some questions coming in from the audience. We've got 98 people in here. If anybody's got questions.
Place to pull it up here.
Hey, let's see here. There we go. A lot of people, as a matter of fact, I wanted to address this. I saw a lot of people talking about how I got a haircut for court and how I got, you know, this and that for court. I want to make it very clear to everybody that I get this for you. I don't do this stuff for court. I don't care how I look for the judge, right? For a government tyrant. I care about how I look for you people. This is why I do this stuff. So just so everybody knows, I do not endorse and I do not advocate changing your behavior or appearance for the court, right? I wanted to make that very clear. Another thing that I think is interesting to talk about while we're on the way, because we are on the way to the courthouse right now. So while we're on the way, I wanted to talk about Chili DeCastro is still in jail, and I haven't talked about him enough on this channel. So whether you like him or not, stick around, because I think this is very important, people. And what happened portends a lot about what's going to happen to other people that question government, right? The manner that they do it is not very relevant. It just comes down to the fact that they question government, they make government look bad, and government actors don't stand for that. So the update is that this guy has now been sitting in jail for, I think, 6 weeks. And that's a long time to be sitting in a cage away from your loved ones, away from, let's face it, just regular social interaction, right? And that guy is, now he's guilty of a few things. He's guilty of annoying government officials. Other than that, he hasn't committed a crime. There's no victim. There's nobody that was harmed by his actions. As a matter of fact, the guy claims he was interfering, and the guy was leaving it, or he told the subject of the traffic stop to leave the traffic stop right before he charged Chili with interfering. This is very important, people. And I don't want anybody to forget what's happened to him. 6 weeks in, he's been sentenced to 6 months. All right, and I want everybody to leave a 1 in the chat if you think that a similar thing is going to happen to me, or is going to happen to your other favorite police accountability activist, government accountability activist. Because if that is the case, we have reached a point in time in America where we just cannot trust the justice system. We can't trust the actors that inhabit the offices of government. And I'm not saying that we ever could, but it's gotten to the point in this country where it should be clear to a majority of people that this has become too dangerous, too unacceptable, too unjust to actually tolerate, right? And if that is the case, then what are we going to do about it, right? That's a massive question. Like, what are we going to do to bring change to this country? Because I've said it from the start. Tyler can vouch for me. I knew from day one that the only change that me and Tyler's activism would make is a larger, a more tyrannical apparatus being implemented by state actors. We knew that from the start. We knew that they wouldn't know how to handle us legally. They wouldn't know how to deal with us within the boundaries of the law. So there's 2 options. They can either break the law, right? And they've done that quite a lot. And the second option is to legislate new laws that would enable them or give them the power to do whatever the hell they want. And that's precisely what they have done in Indiana, where me and Tyler operate most of the time. They've created new laws, and they are creating new laws. There's a couple of bills in the House that are going to give police the power to trespass individuals from private property. We've got a bill in the House that's going to give policymakers within government buildings an equal power to basically the Indiana legislature, whereas they're going to say to them, hey, look, you guys create a policy, implement that policy, and it's as good as law, because if nobody follows your policy, you have the legal right to trespass them. And so that's what they're doing in Indiana. Basically what this amounts to is somebody could, in a sheriff's department in Indiana, say, I don't want anybody in this building with a black shirt or a red shirt. And when they go to implement that, when they go to ban people from the building, the legislature has granted them qualified immunity in this new bill that they're going to pass. And in the bill, when they reference why they're passing this bill, they come right out and say it. They say, look, we're passing this bill because of these people that are called First Amendment auditors. And that's something that the government has given us a big title. I used to like that First Amendment audit title. Nowadays, there's a certain stigma about that. A lot of people don't like certain First Amendment auditors. And ultimately, all that we're doing is going out and recording the government, right? People can say First Amendment this, First Amendment that. I mean, absent the First Amendment, is it a crime to go out and record public officials on property that you've paid for through your tax dollars? I don't think it is. So, you know, regardless of where you are in the world, if your government is attacking you for recording the officials that make up the government, that government is probably corrupt. And that government is most likely tyrannical, right? And that's what we're running into here in Indiana. It's a shame that we're not on StreamYard, because I would put the video in that shows these people doing this to me. But if you haven't seen that, you'll just have to go back and look at it. I don't know that have we actually gotten an unedited or a edited version of the traffic stop up?
I don't think so.
Yeah. That'll be, yeah. So we'll have to get that video up for you. But the free speech one is still, it's up on the channel. You can go and see it. It's, I don't exactly remember the label or the title, but ultimately it's just me making a speech in a city council meeting, and because of the words that I spoke and the contents of those words, they are attempting to charge me with a crime that's going to land me in jail for 180 days if I am prosecuted successfully for it, which is unacceptable, to say the very least. But everybody, I want you to understand where we are. We are in Bloomfield. Tyler, you want to show them where we're at here? We are in Bloomfield, Indiana. This is the place that we are going to have our court hearing here in the next hour. Let me make sure it's the next, almost the next hour. We're getting here quite a bit early, but you know, formality is one of my strong suits. I certainly like to be early as opposed to late. The only bad thing is that when you are coming to Bloomfield, they want you to pay to park at their courthouse. And they don't want you to be able to park at their courthouse for free when you're going to their court that they made you go to. So we are going to have to finagle our way, because I don't like to pay them, to be completely honest with you. We're going to have to finagle our way into a parking place, which if we can't, I'll just have to pay them. Hopefully they take card, because I don't got any cash. And I know they don't take card, as a matter of fact, so might just have to tow us. Oh, can you get this the back of this car on the live stream? You flip it around. It's that gray Jeep or the Scion up here. So this is the place that we are potentially going to go to a jury trial at. What that caption says is, we support all police, okay? And they do. Do not think they're buffing. They don't care if they're murderers. They don't care if they're thieves. They are going to be supporting them, you know, blindly. They're barebacking the blue here. Let's see, reserved parking. And I'll be honest, if I wasn't on the live stream, I would park here. But since there's definitely going to be somebody in this live stream that is a hater and that has most likely been tasked with enforcing the laws of Indiana, we are not going to park here because they'll come and tow the vehicle. So I think I may see library parking over there. Everybody's going to see the most entertaining part of this live stream. It is going to be watching me try to find a parking space in Bloomfield, Indiana. So buckle up, everybody. It's getting exciting. Now, I want everybody to put a 1 in the chat if you think this new look for me makes me look like a cop. Okay, because that's what I've heard a lot of this. I've heard a lot of, oh, you look like a cop now. You're looking like a cop now. Well, I want to know what you all think in the comments below. Do you think I look like a pig right here? I want you to tell me that, all right?
Man, already 1-1.
You think I look like a pig? All right. I think this is it. I think that we've found a parking space.
Not a pig.
That we can use. All right. All right, everybody. We're going to hop out of here. I'm going to adjust this mic. All right. Will you lock that door, Ty? All right, everybody. We're here in the belly of the beast. We're going to do a little report outside of the courthouse here. Can everybody put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me just fine? Put a 2 in the chat if you can't. What are we seeing, Ty? A lot of 1s or 2s? Okay, good. Good stuff. This is what I would call a dying town. This is the county seat of Greene County. This is the courthouse here. Back, all right. Sorry about that technical difficulty, everybody. Even here at, oh, whoa. Now what the? I want everybody to get a good look at this. FBI. I don't know exactly if that means Federal Bureau of Investigation or if that's just some license plate. They graduated from the National Academy is what that is. That's what it's there to signify. And I'll be honest with you, the Greene County Sheriff's Department, as much as they are employed in a damnable business, they do not harass me as much as the Linton Police Department. Those guys are a bunch of real scumbags. Let's see here. All right. So I am not in possession of any of those items. So we're good to go.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
If you would, just empty everything from your pockets in the bucket for me, please.
Yeah, man, for sure. Nothing too invasive. All right.
Pardon? Yeah, but you'll need to leave your electronics in the bucket also, sir.
You think so?
Yes, sir.
You don't think they'll go through it? All right, we're about to cut the audio off real quick. You'll have to give me a second here.
All right.
All right. All right, everybody, we will be back in just a second.
If that's everything, step on through, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sir?
All right.
You are all set, sir.
Facts. Getting our apparel on here. You new around here?
Yeah,
Yeah? Oh yeah, did you just get hired on by the department?
I did.
Great.
I came on about 6 weeks ago.
Great, man. You liking it so far?
It's not bad. It's good.
Yeah.
Anything else was good, paid some bad, but
Right. Have you had to kidnap anybody yet? Take them to the cage or?
man of peace.
Yeah. Oh, good.
You have a
That's
day,
good.
sir.
Hell yeah, man. All right. All right, everybody. So we are in the courthouse currently. I want you to put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me still. We're going to head upstairs. We're going to see the courtroom that we're looking at. we're gonna go, at the risk of losing you all, we're gonna go in the elevator. Here we are. I got me right here. This is state of Indiana, the whole state versus Craig Hendry. There's no. Oh, we got two of me. We got. Say this is for, I believe, the criminal Cloudberg trials. This is the courtroom that I will be going into. This is the Superior Court of Greene County, Indiana. The judge is Miss Martin, Miss Dina Martin. Shout out Dina, you know what I mean? That's my girl. So then, yeah, so we'll be going in there. And this is an area where they can't get us for Rule 2.17 because this right here is immediately outside of the courtroom. And then the area that we're standing in is outside of that area that's immediately outside of the courtroom. So this is one of the few courthouses in Indiana where they have it set up where we can pretty much go, what's up, Ed?
Morning. Afternoon, I guess.
You ain't trying to prosecute me at one, or are you just going for a run at first?
That's right.
That is Ed Linneweber. He is the Greene County Prosecutor. He is a certified scumbag, of course, everybody knows that. His job is to throw people in jail or get people thrown in jail. Let's go take a look at where he works, actually. So this is the child support office. This is a branch of the prosecutor's office, I believe. And these people, what they do is basically they tell fathers of children that they owe money. And if they don't pay it, they're going to be apprehended. They're going to be kidnapped. They're going to be held in a cage for not paying them their money. But of course, these people all have honorable jobs, I'm sure they'll tell you. It's unfortunate. Let's go, let's take a look on a little bit yonder now. Oh, this is voter registration, eh? This is the actual prosecutor's office right up here. This is where Ed works. This is actually the office where the head prosecutor, I believe it is, goodness, what is this guy's name? Let me see. Holtzclaw, Jared Holtzclaw. He wrote in a memo to the state police that me exercising my constitutional rights is just trying to stir trouble. And of course, when the people's constitutional rights being exercised is interpreted as causing trouble, that's when you know the government has zero respect for you and your rights. And that's what these people have. They've got zero respect for anybody but their own paycheck, of course. This is a new girl in here. She must be a prosecuting attorney, this one here. This must be Miss Spear right here. I don't know, can you get this here card here for you? So everybody knows these are the people. We got Tyler Holmes, we got Holtzclaw, Spear, and Linneweber. These people, all of them, are attempting to back the police in their escapade to have me thrown in a cage for speaking words they don't like. You know, that's just absolutely unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. You want to go in and see how the clerk's doing? Yeah. Hi, is there any updates in the Walker case? William Walker,
Okay.
excellent in PD.
Okay, hold on just one second here.
All righty.
Let me print one. I'm getting ready to print and then I'll look.
Yeah, thank you.
What was the first name?
William.
William?
Yeah. So for anybody who doesn't know, This is a case, I referenced it in one of my speeches at the Linton PD, one of the speeches that was talking about me getting charged illegally and unlawfully by the Linton PD. I referenced that one of their employees, one of their former employees, matter of fact, one of the employees that was present at the time in question in this case has since been charged with a felony offense. Now, charged does not mean convicted. It's important to point that out. This guy has not been convicted. But he has been charged with a felony of strangulation. The assertion that the state is going off of in this case is that
I show that there's a jury trial, there's a pretrial hearing on the 23rd of September and a jury trial on October 22nd.
okay. Is there any chance that I could inspect those records? And
That
just-
I don't know because the file is still in court. So that I don't know.
Okay. Is there anybody in here that would know?
When you say records, what kind of records?
Just the court file, just the public records. It's just stuff that you can find on my case.
We don't get the file back until everything is all done, like the hearings, and so he's got a jury trial coming up.
It's crazy. I inspected the records last time I came in here.
You inspected the records?
That's right, yes. I believe it was the gentleman back here brought them to me. And
But the file's still in court, and you can go down to the Superior Court and ask them to see the file.
so you guys are the clerk. You don't keep records here?
Well,
The court has the file.
the
and that's
court
where
has
it's
the
at.
file.
You can't have access to it if it's in the court. You
The
have
court
to
has
have
the
it
file.
So you don't remember showing me the file?
I didn't say that.
Okay, but you did show it to me. It's still in court.
Yeah, it's still in
If it's
court.
been called up since then for the court, then yes, it's in the court.
That's crazy.
Back and forth
And they
from
can,
place to
yeah,
place.
if they need it, then they'll call us for it and then we get it for them.
Okay. And does the public get it in the interim, or has it lost its status as a public record?
If it comes back here, or if you want to go to the court and ask them about it, sure.
Okay. I think the court's probably going to send me back here. I'll ask him, though. Yeah, I'll go ask him. No problem. I just have a feeling that they're going to send me back here. Yeah. So, and the thing is they are the custodian of the records. A custodian means that they keep track of them, kind of thing. Keep them organized. So we can ask the court. Tyler, if you just want to stay outside of here. Hello.
Can we help you?
Yeah, the clerk told me that if I want to inspect William Walker's court file, that I'd have to come to you to get it.
William Walker?
Yeah, William Caden Walker, the ex-Linton PD.
Okay.
I mean,
give me a sec.
would you guys have it?
I believe we do. If it's an active case, we should.
Okay, yeah.
Let
Yeah.
me give you just a minute.
All right, sounds good. And we just want to, he said they're going to try to get it. We just want to just what's going on here. I made the claim that the guy was charged, but I didn't actually provide any evidence. So we're going to provide that evidence to you all today. I don't think that there's any harm in doing that, especially when we have a good amount of time to wait. We've got about 45 minutes until court starts, and I am a little bit down on the docket. These people hate transparency. These people hate accountability. I hate to state the obvious. I hate to do it. But they do. They hate it. And on top of that, on top of hating accountability, hating transparency, they hate you. They hate you. They hate me. Hell. Hey, did you find it?
Yes, give me just a second. I'm
All righty.
Number from get one place to the other.
All righty. So they have found it.
I got it. I gotta make sure there's nothing confidential in here.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
You're free to review, but you have to stay right here because I gotta make sure I don't take anything out, okay?
All right. Sounds good. Can I just review it over here?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Good stuff. In the statute, it says that I'm allowed to make copies with my own equipment. So you mind if I bring my own equipment in here and we don't need a printer, we just need a photo of them. Just the public records here. But I don't want to pay you guys for them. It says that I have to pay you if you guys make copies. So I just like to photo them. Yeah.
Just a sec.
All righty. I mean, does the clerk not have copies of this stuff?
They make copies. We have to take the file over to them if they're requested for copies, and they do charge, I believe.
That's what I mean, is that they charge and I don't want to pay them. So if I was over there, but people get locked up for bringing cameras into places like this, so I don't want to tell my friend out there to bring his camera in if he's going to end up in jail over it.
Right.
You know. I'd like to just take the photos and get out of here. By the way, you can put me in that I'm here for my 1 o'clock court date. I also have court today.
Okay.
Hi there, Mr. Hendry. Yeah, they have charged you down in the clerk's office.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking to just take pictures of this, and I just don't want to get in trouble for taking pictures in a court office. You know what I mean?
How many pages are you wanting copies?
Just a probable cause. Maybe.
Why don't we just make it a copy?
That sounds good. All right, thanks a lot. All righty, thank you.
Okay. And just a probable cause?
Just a probable cause.
Okay.
And then you're here for your initial, right? We'll have some paperwork for you to fill out.
Great. All righty. So everybody, sorry about that. We are going to get the probable cause affidavit printed up. We're going to bring it out here to present to you all out here, because if I had asked Tyler to enter into this room here, you can see clearly this is the judge's chamber. This is in effect an extension of the court. You understand? Because the judge is the court, basically. And if I had asked Tyler to enter into that room, there is a chance that he could be held in contempt of court for violating Rule 2.17, which gives the judges the power to restrict recording within the confines of their courtroom and the areas immediately outside of their courtroom. And so that's a very dangerous prospect to ask my friend to go in there. So that's why we're gonna bring it out to you. It's just taking a little bit of time here. And ultimately then, after we show you this probable cause affidavit, I think that we will most likely sign off. We're going to get ready for this court. We've got, the judge has told me just there that I have got some papers that I need to sign for her, and we'll be taking a look at them, because last time I came and the judge asked me to sign papers, it was a waiver of my rights. And I won't be doing that. I didn't do it then, I won't do it today. I don't waive my rights. I don't believe that I have them to begin with, because ultimately if they're going to violate them, they're going to violate them. But, you know, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to sign them away and say, hey, just disregard them completely. No, I need to hear what's going on, and I need them to tell me what's going on. And that's the right. It's the right to have an arraignment, basically, is what they ask you to sign away, and we won't be doing that. So. Looks like it's ready. Are we losing people?
We're staying around the same.
Yeah, that's good. Thanks everybody for sticking around. Okay. Thank you very much.
And whenever you're ready to fill out that paperwork, let me know, we'll get you started.
If you wanna prepare the paperwork, then I'll just take it out. I'm gonna go out to my car before court anyways, and I'll bring it back before court.
Okay.
If that's fine with you, I'm gonna go show this to the camera, and then I'm gonna.
And, I usually give out a clipboard with it, so I'd rather that not.
Yeah. Well, I'll just stay out here and do it then.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Fine.
All right. Back in a minute or two. So here we want to show you the probable cause affidavit. This is the undersigned being duly sworn upon his oath says that upon information and belief that William C. Walker, who is a former Linton Police Department officer, he is the officer who is on the affidavit for me, who claims to have been at my house on the night that I am adamant that they broke into my house. This guy, this Andrew Shelton, with the Greene County Sheriff's Department, filed these charges on him regarding his girlfriend, Haley England, and her boyfriend, William C. Walker. Now, they were at the PD, okay? And he spoke with the alleged victim, Haley England, regarding what happened tonight. Haley said she was drunk and, quote, in pain, unquote. Haley said she cannot remember much of anything, but stated William was mad over something, and then she ran to the Linton Police Department. Haley stated her arm hurt bad, her foot hurt, and she had bite marks on her leg. All right? So he says, Haley said they were both drunk, and William typically acts like this. I then asked Haley if she needed to go to the hospital. Haley stated she did not need to go to the hospital to be evaluated. Haley said this incident occurred at a residence on a certain street. Now, I'm going to get to... All right, so we're going to hit a few high points in here, and then we are going to get started on today's court date. And you're going to look forward to after the court hearing. We're going to give you another update. But this is something else. So Haley said when they got home, William made food and she ate hers, and then he got pissed. And it started from there. Deputy Fry asked her what happened when it started. Haley stated he was mad and he was going to call the cops on her. Then he started throwing her around. Deputy Fry asked her if there was a reason he would call the cops on you. Haley replied, "'Cause it's always my fault. It's anybody but his." All right? This is what is being accused. This is what a police officer that was present at my home, when I say they broke into my home, this is what his own girlfriend is saying about him. Now, people say what they will about me. You know, my past is not exactly bright and squeaky. But I will say this, that I've never had anybody charged with a crime that could see them landed in jail based off a man's word who's been charged with a felony, right? Nonetheless, for strangling his girlfriend and throwing her around. And of course, there's a lot more to this. There's a double standard here at play. And I won't go too far into that. Perhaps somebody will at some point in time, but the double standard at play here is absolutely disgusting. And I want everybody to leave a 1 in the chat if you think this guy is going to serve a day in jail over what he is alleged to have done. Put a 1 in the chat if you think he will. Put a 2 in the chat if you think he is going to get off scot-free. He is not going to go to jail. Maybe he'll get a little probation and he'll end up with a misdemeanor on his record. He'll go right back to police, I bet. This guy is my age, by the way. So that gives you a little something to think about. And there's more probable cause here. Okay, this is supplemental probable cause. But anyways, people, thank you for being here. I want everybody to look forward to a update after this court date, which is going to be around 1:30, 1:45. We're going to go live. We're going to give you an update about what happened, and we're going to talk more about the jury trial coming up in 3 days. We have got a jury trial in 3 days in Boyd County, Kentucky. And I want everybody to be there. I want everybody to be looking out for that. But until after court, we will see you guys later.